is Zohar Barabi, and thank you for joining us for the third session about the Power Rider Smart Circuit Breaker and Intelligent PDU. In this session, we will expose you and do a quick overview on the GUI software. For that matter, I will share with you my screen of the software unit. What you can see here is the different devices of the Power Rider that service different type of market and needs. Here you can see the demonstrator unit devices. If you remember from the second session, we have the Power Rider 25, the Power Rider 150 amps, and also the Smart PDU of 12 channels. At the left, we have all types of rulers that we can choose between those fields and to configure those items or use them to overview of the situation of the units. We will do a quick review about some of them. If we start with the first field, the Power Rider, we can see that since we are connected to the demonstrator unit, we have three types of devices with which we can operate those devices, as you can see, and we can deactivate it. And we also have some initial information about each device. With that, we can do as engineer an overview about our design to understand if there are any types of influence. We can also relate to this screen as technicians and understand if there are any type of problems. We can see if there is a bit problem, what will be the power consumption in the channel, as you will see here in a second, and eventually what happens with all the units altogether. So this is an overview screen of all the units which are connected under the same communication channels. Just to give you a heads up, all our units can be connected through through Ethernet if it's PDUs. The other units, including the PDUs, have capabilities also of CAN bus or RS485. Let's continue. Again, from this field, you can configure any type of unit that you choose, the communication, the address, the baud rate, and so forth. Once we choose it and we connect it and we see those images, we can understand that we are connected to the unit. Here we have the log file. The log file actually shows us any type of tripping that took place in our device, in our unit. We can choose the unit that actually we want to investigate, and by that, we can see the log file. For example, here you can see how many times I have demonstrated this unit. So we can see the channel, the system time, and also the type of tripping and event that took place. The Power Rider GUI has more capabilities, such as predefined command, graph capabilities like a small scope, which you can take three types of physical and virtual channels and parameters and put them all together to enhance and enlarge them and to investigate them. Finally, we can also control the I/O controllers, whether they are activated or not. Finally, we have the settings. The setting parameters, which we'll explain in the last session. Those are the ones we are configuring in order to configure each unit by the level of the device or by the level of the channel. You have the ability to configure each device and each channel according to your load and to your system. By that, you will be able eventually to configure your power grid system. So we are going to share with you in the last session the ability to configure those parameters, and by that to have a very flexible and also agile devices that can be used in different systems and in the same system with different loads and needs. See you in the last session.